There we go. There we go. We'll give people the standard 10 minutes, shall we? Let's record. Let's bring up my chat on my phone. Oh. There we go. I have my chat on my phone. Right. We will wait. Oh, let's plug myself, shall we? can. Oh, charged. Right. Hmm. Hmm. I'll give people a few more minutes. I do apologise for those of you who are here if you can hear the snoring. I have tried for over 2 decades now to get that fixed. He's not as bad as he used to be. He used to actually sound like a fucking buzzsaw going through fucking diamond. Or maybe not diamond, but something equally hard on not as hard on the most scale. Sign of an underlying issue for some people, by the way, if your snoring is really, really bad. I would urge people to get it checked. See if there's sleep clinics in your area. Get your GP to refer you. Mm, that doesn't sound right. I need to say to him in the morning. Mm. Mm. You know what? I'll see if he's up for it. I'll DM him. No probs, comrade. Rejoice, we will be having an Andy. I'll move on to something else. I can just stay pinned there. I'll go through the stories that I've already got pinned to my taskbar, which are here. Oh, I wanted to ask John about that before I actually cover it. So we'll do this one from the Canary, shall we? Right, shall we? Look, it's this fucking bastard. Tommy Robinson to be sued by Glaswegian he called an invader. Dickhead. Not a long read. In July this year, Tommy Robinson, Stephen Yaxley Lennon is his legal name. Thank you. He has, we jokingly, but as far as we're aware, he has a few monikers. Tommy Robinson being the most prevalent one, that what most people call this absolute fucking twat. In July this year, Tommy Robinson joined in with a smear campaign that accused a Scottish father of filming children in the park. It was the man's own children. As it turned out, this claim was entirely false. What? A grifter lying? Who'd have thunk it? And now the father Robinson smeared plans to take little Tommy to court for defamation. Round of applause for this Glaswegian father. Ginger Tom. Holding Tommy Robinson to account. Technically, I meant to shout that, but no, I'm not doing that. Coram Begg, who was accused by Tommy Robinson of being an invader. No, he's a Glaswegian. And recording his children, is taking him to court for defamation. Good. Please share and donate if you can, as we'd love to see him get the justice he deserves. There we go, crowdjustice.com. Smear job, as we reported in July, so this is the Canary. Everyone go and check out the Canary. Really good reporters. The man Robinson and others smeared was the 43-year-old Coram Begg, a fourth-generation Scotsman. For those of you who don't do that, he was basically born and brought up here. So was his dad, and so was his granddad. Begg staged an impromptu counter-demonstration against an anti-immigration protest which swept through his area. In response, the protesters targeted Begg with racist abuse. Racists? Being racists? Wow. Police would later ask Begg not to engage with the protest, doing what he was told. He went and sat in a nearby park. It was there that protesters began filming him while chanting, "Get him out." I mocked her. Tommy Robinson shared a clip that went viral, falsely accusing an innocent brown man who was in the park with his children of filming other children. Coram Begg, a fourth-generation Scottish man, is now fearing for his life after the video went viral. The post that Robinson shared read, "Another invader hanging around the park filming children. Glasgow again too." Yes, you've done this before. We know this. I've covered it before. You absolute fucking waste of humanity. Robinson would later delete the tweet, I wonder why he done that. This seemed like a prudent move, but Robinson would subsequently release a video stating he hadn't apologised to Beg because he hadn't even shared the story. Bollocks. Yes, you did. The internet doesn't lie. Well, turned up in everyone's fucking timeline. Thank you. According to Robinson, it was one of his admins. Oh, blaming it on someone else. So unlike Tommy, isn't it? Which is the excuse he always wheels out when one of his posts attracts criticism. Most of his posts. The problem is, it was Robinson's account, regardless of who composed it, and the account is set up to look like it all comes from Robinson. Rejoice, comrades. Big Jerry in the chat. Good evening. How are you? Look, Tommy Robinson being a twat. Who'd have thunk it? Robinson could put some posts from admin in his bio. Send all rightoids to the fiery yellow orb. Indeed. I will say again, no violence, but that is rather fun. Yes. Or at least kick them off social media. He doesn't do that, and now Beck is suing him rather than one of the mysterious admins who never seem to think before they tweet. You need to hire better people, Tommy. You really do. Beck is seeking to raise funds for his legal case via crowd justice. His page states, "Who am I? I am an ordinary Glaswegian. I have never sought public attention. I am not a public figure by choice." What happened? On Monday, the 13th of July, 2026, Tommy Robinson, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, an account with approximately 2 million followers on Twitter, shared a video of me with the caption falsely alleging I was filming children with sinister intent and describing me as an invader. I was in fact filming a protest. The post was viewed over 139,000 times within 2 days. As a direct result, I was followed, my car was searched for, my children watched me get racially abused in the street. Police involvement was required for my safety. I'm raising funds to take this through the courts and hold Tommy Robinson to account under Scotland's defamation law. It's not about revenge. It's whether a lie should be allowed to travel further and faster than the truth, just because it has a bigger platform behind it. How much I'm raising and why? I'm starting with a 50,000 target. Based on similar cases, this may need to stretch further depending on how the case develops. The nature of the legal cases like this. I'll be transparent with updates as it progresses, the same way I'm being upfront now. Money raised will go towards legal costs, and if we win, the legal steps involved in enforcing a judgment. None of the money raised goes to me personally. It is held and used solely for the legal case itself. Beck's Crowd Justice page also states, I don't have rich friends. I don't have a billionaire as an ally. I have ordinary people like you, real people. But that's more than enough. We can stand up. They can't fake that. Hello, fellow poor, indeed. Fuck, I got a flig. I heard noise. What's noise? Chaos followed me. Sweet. Thank you, Chaos. I have a new phone. Oh, you're in chat. Rejoice, comrades. We have Nate in chat. Hi, Chaos. Welcome, welcome. Orchestran, my darling. My friend is being taken to court by the UK government for helping Palestine Action protests, and they are stringing it out. What, the British government being delaying bastards to drain someone of money? They don't do that, Orchestran. They're the good people. God, I hate my government. Ugh. I've been watching GTA streamer go through GTA 6. Have I missed anything? I've basically just started, John. No. Him and Gareth had to reschedule again. And no Helena either. So, unfortunately, you're stuck with a mad Scottish woman tonight. I will try my best. And we'll be joined by a beast Irishman in half an hour. Watch this space. Oh, I love that little dinosaur. First trial was a hung jury that just kept refiling the charges. Like, oh, fuck's sake. Rejoice, comrades. We have John the Brazen. Hi, John. So, individual in Leeds will restart on Monday then on Insta. Thank you for the update. So we've got a few days respite or delay, whatever way you want to look at it. Yeah. Hmm. John the Brazen is awesome, everyone. I'm going to March next year for such. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that's a few months you'll be having to wait. Fantastic. Orchestran is a lovely bass Glaswegian. They are quite near to me. Somewhere here in Glasgow. How you doing, my darling? He's pointing this out because Robinson's backers include Elon, who was briefly a literal trillionaire on paper. Yeah. It took place 6 fucking years ago. Why didn't they? Oh, fuck's sake! The British government are arse. They're fucking arse. Mind you, 6 years ago, it was still the Tories who were essentially not funding anything. No problem, Andy. See you soon. Just covering lovely Glaswegian father suing Stephen Yaxley Lennon. Because obviously we have to teach these bastards. He's pointing this out because Robinson's backers include Elon Musk, who was briefly a literal trillionaire. Doesn't deserve it. This goes against Robinson's man of the people shtick. He's no of the people, fuck off. Especially as Robinson himself is loaded from rinsing his fans. They did indeed, Elron. Rejoice, comrades. Elron Hubward. Oh, Mukhtar again. Breaking news, I'm a priority target for ISIS. I have now left the country. I need time to work things out for my safety and the safety of my family. I will probably have to relocate. I will update you when I can. Twat. Tommy Robinson has left the country. Apparently, ISIS is targeting him. And he's asking for donations for the relocation and the ongoing security cost. Fuck off. I am Mokhtar again. I didn't need to read. Look at the face. What is that one? Look what's going on with that face? Good. Don't come back. Yes. Well said, Orkstrand. Unlike with Beg, the donations to Robinson aren't achieving anything useful. You can donate to Beg's Crowd Justice campaign here. Yeah. We have John the Brazen in chat. Oh, okay, that's what happened to him. Well said. John, my friend, what is this about? If you know about it. Oh, God. Their statement basically says nothing. Fantastic. Thanks, John. Reform councillor arrested over Bradford pub brawl. For those of you who do not know, hopefully I'm not going to dox John here. He is in this area. It's his wife who apparently did it, but yeah, it's not a good look. It's not, is it? Well, neither of them, most of them are fucking bastard racists and clueless about their job, being counsellors and shit like that. Absolutely not on holiday stuffing stuff up his nose. It's the new Wild West riding there. Oh, I love that, Eldon. That's funny. Not a long read. It's been reported that Reform UK councillor Jason Mark Townend was arrested following a pub brawl involving several men and women. Not good. That's not a good look. The police have subsequently released Townend without charge, although he remains on police bail, which means they're still investigating. From UK confirms councillor arrested after pub incident. Thank you, Reform UK exposed. The Telegraph and Argus, I'm assuming that's a local newspaper, John. Reform UK confirms councillor was arrested after incident at a pub on Saturday night. Crying out loud. Townend is a councillor in the Wibsey and Odsal ward of Bradford. I hope I've pronounced those correctly. Townend is one of 3 Reform councillors in the ward, with his party being the largest in Bradford Council. Odsal, that figures such a shithole. Townend is one of 3 Reform councillors in the ward, with his party being the largest in Bradford Council, which is currently under NOC, so no overall control. Trial news next. The 30th of March. In Winchester, listed for 9 days. I don't know how she is remaining calm and sane. Speak to friends and family to keep the sanity and the calmness. Help her tamp down the more wild outbursts and things like that. I don't get me. You're not meant to be using them in the back court, you fucking wank. If anyone heard that, it's one of those stupid little motorbikes. I thought we dealt with all those stupid fucking runners. Yeah. The party's Bradford leader, Stephen Place, has previously attracted criticism for social media posts such as the following. Stephen Place is Reform UK's new leader in Bradford. He's also on Insta. He was UKIP's Home Affairs spokesman in 2019. Oh, for fuck's sake. And all through that time, Tommy Robinson was brought on as a special advisor to Gerard Batten, the former party leader of UKIP. Good for her. Reform UK exposed. When will you take action, Reform Party UK? Your leader in Bradford. The above post highlights 3 posts Place shared. The first suggests London has fallen. That one, delightful. As a result of embracing Islam. Well, the second depicts Angela Eagle, Angela Rena as a sex worker who charges £1 for 30 minutes. These people are scum. The third we've blurred because it's an AI creep shot of what appears to be teenage girls. Regarding Townend, a statement from West Yorkshire Police confirmed the following details. Police were called to a pub on Manchester Road, Bradford, at about 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, the 22nd of August. So, at the weekend. To a report of ongoing fighting involving several men and women. Officers attended the scene at which a woman in her 40s had sustained facial injuries. Following inquiries, a man aged 57 was arrested on suspicion of a fray, and a woman aged 26 was arrested on suspicion of a Section 18 assault. Both have been released on police bail pending continuing investigations. A Reform UK Bradford spokesperson has said, "We are aware that Councillor Townend was arrested on Saturday night in Wibsey. He was subsequently released without charges. As the police made clear, however, investigations are ongoing and Townend is on police bail." Yes. Does he refuse to apologise for those posts? So he's a bastard then. Brilliant. Reform really don't do their due diligence, do they? Fuckers. Let's read the comment, shall we? Ian McKillop. They really can't get anything right. If he was released on police bail, that's hardly the same thing as being released without charge, and will look all the worse if he does end up being charged. They haven't even heard of damage limitation. I've looked at his address, in place at the other end of Bradford to his ward. Never mentions any issues in his ward he's elected to, and his house is... It's listed as a stately home. Oh, Christ's sake. Thank you, John. So he doesn't live in his ward. My 3 councillors, all like one of them actually lives in the ward here, and 2 of them are basically just the other side of the boundary line for the ward. So the Labour one actually lives in the ward here, in part the council ward that I live in. The other 2 are literally, they're just like see the road, like the main the road is the boundary changeover. The other two, one of them just lives on the other side of the road in the neighbouring ward for the council. The other one is like to the north, and so one of them's to the east, and he's just literally just across the road from the actual boundary line, and the other one's to the north up there, and he's just literally just tipped over into. He's in between a sort of council limbo area between Glasgow and Eastern Barnshire Council, essentially. But they're both, for all intents and purposes, they live in the fucking council areas they represent. Oh, oh, I, mm, yeah, yeah. So Angela, God, I've forgotten her wife's name. I can fucking see her. They both look kind of the same. She really should be living in Wallasey. She really should be. On the previous boundaries for the Westminster constituency, she lived in the constituency. But since the boundary changes have happened for the 2024 election, she's not in the constituency. She's like a few streets from the eastern edge. So yeah, she used to, because they changed the boundaries, the boundaries for the constituency for Westminster and for Holyrood as well. She used to live in the constituency. She hasn't moved. She's still in the same place. Yeah, but she's just outside the constituency essentially. So about from the eastern edge of the boundary, she lives about a 10-minute walk away, about two or three streets, I guess. She still hasn't moved her constituency office to where the majority of her constituents are, which is here in Springburn. Yeah. Does your MP live in your constituency, darling? For some strange reason, I don't think he does. Me and Orchestran are going to get rid of our useless fucking Labour MPs, by the way. So my one's called Maureen Burke. I don't like her. Yeah, my sister has talked to me about it. Said, do you know where our MP is? Like, do you know where she lives? Said, yeah, she's kind of close to me. She's not actually in our constituency. On the old boundaries, she was in yours, but now she's not. Does he heck? Yours moved to your actual constituency. That, at least that's something. Like the last Labour one that we had, he lived for some time in his constituency, but then he moved a little bit further north and went up to a part of Bishopbriggs. So he was about 2 miles away from his constituency. He got voted out. Our SNP MP, she lived in the constituency, actually quite close to the centre of the constituency, because Anne McLaughlin is fucking awesome. And she wanted to be near her constituents. Like, we could see her shopping and shit like that, which was fun. And we used to go up and, like, people in the constituency used to go up and ask her shit. Anne was very approachable. I do miss her. You in the numptiverse? Bring it. Ta-da! Numptiverse. Wizard. You in the numptiverse?
Hello.
Story. Ta-da!
Divorce.
Yay!